Fluorine reactors are not actually nuclear reactors, and in this debate we want nuclear power plants to be shut down. Nuclear power plants actually use uranium, and they actually follow different technology. Like in nuclear power plants, they use what we call the water coolant reactants. And that what happens is that they actually they actually heat up water to like really high temperatures, and nuclear reactors need to be close to like large bodies of water. So basically, thorium reactor can be considered as an alternate, and however, thorium reactors, small-scale chemical reprocessing of irradiated thorium can create an isotope of uranium that could be used in nuclear weapons. So it can also raise proliferation concerns, and greater vigilance is needed.
Another trend that we try to say it by the end there is the cost. In nuclear energy, the cost for every new technology they come up with goes up. Where with alternative energies like wind and stuff, as they make more and more advances in this technology, there's a trend of it getting lower in price. And then with these new advances in nuclear energy, I'm worried about, like we all learned about the risk homeostasis in our one class, how the safety gains are lost, and just like how unpredictable these nuclear reactors are, and how can we be sure they're going to be safe. And they have such potential to wipe out enormous amounts of people just from one error. Can we really risk our lives and making a main power supply with this potential?
They mentioned that uranium stored energy can be stored and be used later on, which was basically my point in the arguments that one of the main reasons that United States or Canada does not reprocess uranium is because it's not feasible in economically and pollution-wise. It introduces a lot of pollution, high-low radionuclides, which could harm our health. And the reason why it's not economically feasible is because a reprocessing facility would cost up to $20 billion to build, just a typical one that would reprocess 1,000 tons of waste annually. And the United States, as an example, would need 2 of these facilities to just reprocess its spent annual fuel. And not only does it cost $20 billion per facility, it also costs $3 billion just to get them running. So not including the security or anything like that, which leads to an approximate of 4 cents to 6 cents per kilowatt hour, an increase corresponding to the extra operating costs. So yeah, that's my point.
We're good.
Okay, awesome.
Hi. So first of all, let's say that uranium being processed is in a very stable form. It doesn't release gas. And I see that they mentioned that nuclear has a great risk, that cancer is a great risk. But there's been no research done that actually there's a correlation between cancer and the people living near nuclear power plants. Then the transportation of the safety barrels. The barrels that transport nuclear energy, well, not nuclear energy, nuclear process or nuclear waste, they can sustain drops from 4-story height, and they can be burned at temperature of 2,000 degrees Celsius, and there will be no leak. We then put these barrels inside underground, covered by concrete, and radiation does not pass through concrete. And the radiation that we that leaks from nuclear power plants is less than that we receive from the sun, so that should be no problem. And I would like to point out that half-life is not billions of years; it's actually thousands. But there have been dramatic, there's been dramatic improvement in the half-life. I know it sounds bad, but the dramatic improvement that instead of thousands of years, it's actually hundreds of years now. Doesn't sound too good, but yeah. That's it. And The Fukushima, people talk about Fukushima as though it's a big deal. That, no, it is a big deal. But how many people actually died in the Fukushima accident? 5 people actually died in the Fukushima accident. People don't pay attention to the mining accident in coal where 4,000 people actually died last year in coal alone. That's from coal energy. And we live in the 21st century. What are we going to replace nuclear energy with? There's 2 options, fossil fuel or renewable energy. I like renewable energy, but can we really afford renewable energy? We cannot, the sun does not shine 24 hours a day in one place. The wind does not blow 24 hours a day either. We only use it as it is. Fossil fuel, fossil fuel, would you rather have gas, CO2 gas, contamination waste in the air you breathe, or in nuclear, where we put it underground, where we lock it up safe? It's your choice.
When you consider some of the country's lack of alternatives and compare it to the energy that are currently being used, closing down such promising energy sources would be a complete waste. We should indeed continue exporting this energy, but responsibly, until time offers better technological solution to satisfy our thirst for energy. Thank you.